The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
It is free speech versus a zoning ordinance in Gaines Township tonight. A cattle farmer is fighting to keep a couple of trailer-sized political signs on his property. 24-Hour News 8's Henry Erb talked to the man behind the signs, and Henry joins us live in studio tonight with more.
Yeah, and Vern Verdine says he expects a crowd of backers to join him tomorrow as he appears at 63rd District Court to take on township officials who are trying to get him to remove his signs. You can see them from the M6, two truck trailers with signs on them, not promoting a candidate but raising bigger political questions. Vern Verdine put the signs on the trailers and parked them in his pasture.
I felt that our country was going in the wrong direction.
He says as a farmer he's concerned especially about hunger and poverty, but now the signs have put him at odds with the leaders of Gaines Township, whom he has served as a volunteer firefighter for years. The township cited him for violating its sign ordinance, which restricts the size of political signs to 20 square feet.
But in an ordinance, you can have a 32-foot square advertising sign. I don't get that.
So under the ordinance, you can have a bigger sign to sell a product than you can to sell an idea. That's why his lawyer thinks he'll win in court. The Constitution, he says, gives political speech more protection than it does commercial speech.
This is clearly a violation of his free speech and free exercise rights.
Verdine says he could have avoided the fight, but he's been encouraged by the response he says he's gotten from people who have driven by and have seen his signs, especially those from countries where free speech is limited.
One guy gives me a big old bear hug. You know, a little broken English. So that helped me, you know, to continue on.
Verdine is also critical of another part of the ordinance that limits when you can raise a political sign in Gaines Township, only 45 days before and 10 days after an election. Verdine says he thinks the township is promoting aesthetic beauty with the ordinance, but he says it doesn't promote political conversation.
Yeah, I think for the good of the community, political speech is important.
Nobody from Gaines Township would comment today, but they'll all be in court tomorrow, and so will we. We'll let you know what happens.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.